Karibuni, welcome tuelimishwe kwa masuala ya jamii, tuchunguze sana mbalimbali, tujuze juu ya matukio ya kila pembe, wapa burudani kwa familia nzima.
Is it not a paradox that the very person that is supposed to be solving everyone else's problems get not to have their own issues solved? And it amazes me that every single day we do everything to help everybody around us to have better life. But then again, that is life and nobody cares. My name is Likuyani Eli, and this is Nobody Cares every single Tuesday right here on TheArtsinHeart. Be my guest for the next half an hour as we digest this together. So, along the line, I've discovered a lot of things that most of the time, the people that stand out are the people that decide to do something about life. And the things that we do as individuals help us either help the rest of the people that look up to us be better. But what also amazes me is that most of the time we entrap ourselves, or rather enslave ourselves, in this whole making of a better place for everybody. See, the other day I was trying to discover, why is it that people that are supposed to be doing well or do well have issues that nobody looked out for them? And some of the issues are we entrap ourselves in relationships that seemingly don't add value to us. Some of those relationships I'm going to tell you tonight, they include the people that you hold dear to you. They include the people that assumingly tend to give you a sense of satisfaction. Is it not amazing that sometimes that which we hold on to so hard ends up destroying the innermost of us? Now, in easy terms, not everything we think adds value to us actually does add value. And not everything we perceive to bring us source of joy actually gives us joy. I'll take you through a journey of people, a journey of individuals trying to discover and rediscover their source of happiness. One that person is you that is watching me tonight. And I want to give you an example. When the year comes to an end, we all make resolutions of what we are going to do in the next year. Yes. And one of those resolutions, I believe you know. Can you give me a mention? Probably, is it money? Yeah. What is your next year New Year's resolution? Give me an example. If you're watching in the comment section, could it be money? Could it be probably a better job? Could it be probably find love? You know, because we all believe in the fairy tales. We all believe in waking up one morning in a bed full of roses and with no thorns on them. We all believe that our happiness lies with somebody that is on the other side of life. Now, let me tell you something. These probably are some of the resolutions we will be making when the year comes to an end. And on the 31st, most of you will be writing down and jotting down notes on what you are going to do. And I can tell you for free that most of those things will be like, Ellie, I want to make some more money. And fair enough, you deserve all the money that exists. I can see Aunt Seraphine there says, lose weight. Yes, very true. Well, I don't struggle with that though. But a lot of us, we lose weight. Yes. Be more spiritual. Great, great, great. Awesome. Any other person? Any other person watching? Okay. I think Aunt Seraphine decided she'd be talking by herself tonight. Nikuwe mdosi, definitely. You want to be richer. You want to have more faith. You probably want to lose a few kilos here and there. Nancy says, spend less money. Definitely. We want to spend less money on what? Probably on the luxuries. Good evening, Nancy. And then who else is there and watching? What are the kind of resolutions you are going to make at the end of the night? Come December 31st. Share with me in the comment section, because at the end of the day, nobody cares. And you know that. So we are here making resolutions for 2022. And the common ones will be, as we've said, they revolve around money and finding love, definitely, Prince Charming, and finding probably weight that fits your dress, because there's that dress you can't wait to show off when January finally hits, and when you walk back to the office to show everybody that you are doing well. Does it surprise you that among all those things, the most common one is and remains to be money? It's all geared towards money. Pesa. Pesa, pesa, pesa. We all want money. How about peace of mind? How about sanity? Think for a moment. We even have songs, very interesting songs. Afadhali nililie kwa bodaboda. Rather, afadhali nililie kwa Range Rover kuliko kwa bodaboda. Those are songs that encourage us to pursue happiness, whatever the cost. And in this case, comes with money. But we never want to disengage and step back from a moment and think about our peace of mind. Ladies and gentlemen, it is true that we are all in pursuit of happiness. I need not to remind you that even the persons you believe to love, or the persons you feel you love, and they love you back, they all have an intention. And the intention is not really about you. Yes, I said it. It's not really about you. It's always about them. If tonight I was to come to tell you I'm in love with you, it's because it's for me, not for you or for us. Us will come on. Yes, I know. Some of you are going to crucify me and ask me, why would you say that, Ellie? Let me tell you why. When an individual decides they want to fall in love with this beautiful lady or with this handsome gentleman, the reason and the purpose, it's all because they are looking for self-satisfaction. We are trying to satisfy a need that you cannot satisfy within yourself. You need an external individual to fill that space, to fill up that hole. So we are constantly pursuing happiness. We are constantly pursuing, source of joy, but not from within. But all of this is coming from the people around us. So when I tell you I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you, that is very true. But the truth behind those words is, I love you, yes, and I can see that which I've been lacking in my life in you. So if you bring it over, I am complete. Notice this, that again, we can say this is subjective. Let's be objective for a moment, if I can be allowed to. If you decide that you want to be in that relationship, it's because there's something you're getting in return. Oh, I don't need a man, I don't need a woman. That's very true. We've become that generation that love does not really matter. The other day, a friend of mine, actually, that's Eshuji. You guys know Eshuji, right? He posted an interesting write up, and he said he was just gazing over his balcony and saw this beautiful lady kissing goodbye to a gentleman that they probably had had a great afternoon. And when the guy drove off, she went back to the parking space and walked back to her apartment with another gentleman. Probably this guy did his thing and he left, and she was happy. I mean, she was happy, but there was this other guy that was coming to fulfill other needs. So notice, human beings are constantly looking for people to fill in the space. Human beings are constantly looking for things to fill into that space which they feel is empty and there's void. At the end of the day, it is never about you, the person that is giving. It's about them, that they are giving of themselves. Because at the end of the day, you're feeling that emptiness in their lives. So when we are going to make resolutions 31st of December, as you try to figure out about your money and the things you will do to make more money, and then you'll have more money to buy a beautiful house, and then you'll buy a beautiful house, you definitely need probably a beautiful woman to go with that car that you've bought and that house that you have, and probably some beautiful cutie kids coming all along, and probably you'll feel happy. We're still empty. They all do not care about all the money you have. They all care about what your money can do in their lives. Moment of silence. If you're watching this is Nobody Cares, and definitely we are going to discuss why nobody cares for you. Let's take a quick break, and to you, the studios.
Hi, my name is JP and you are watching Art in Heart. Please follow us on our YouTube channel, like, subscribe and share. May God bless you.
Oh, yes, remember to like, subscribe, share, and invite your friends, because Nobody Cares is here talking to you and why people actually do not care about what you have. It's about what you have fulfilling their needs and their wants. Now, before the clock strikes midnight, 31st, write down your decisions of the things you need to leave behind. The most common things I need you to leave behind are things that enslave you. It is a moment of self realization and trying to rediscover the purpose to which you live. Most of the time, we have lived 2021 for every other person. I mean, take back your accounts book and look and see what you've done for yourself. Look at who you've influenced with what you have in life. Look at the number of lives you've transformed, and go back in your corner and question, what have you done to make you better? If what you have done to make you better is equals to almost nothing, it is time you thought about yourself. There's these stories I hear a lot of times of former schoolmates meeting, alumni of a particular high school or probably university. And when you meet, the most question people will ask is, hey, how are you doing? I'm great. Yes, life is good. Man, nangangana, nangangana, meaning, trying to hold in there. And yeah, how about work? Yeah, what do you do for a living? I told some individuals that people ask those questions because they want to know how much respect they can accord you. Not, they are not concerned at all on what exactly you do to be you. They are all concerned about how much respect can I accord you. Try telling them, yeah, I'm a gardener. Ah, yeah, poor guy, you must be struggling. But life is hard. You know what? Your time will come. And you're looking at them and wondering, being a gardener is an issue? Yes, it's because nobody cares what you're doing as long as you're making money. Oh, yes. Yes. Some people have the chance of having a better life than others, and others have the unlucky chance not to be able to be at the same level at that particular time. That and such is life. So when I tell you nobody cares, it's because nobody cares about you. I know people are wondering, why am I insisting on nobody? Yeah, in this case, I'm nobody and I care about you. You get the vibe, right? But in the real world, very few people will actually get to think about how much value you mean to them. Most of the time, when we'll be traveling, and some of you will be traveling probably to the countrysides, when you arrive in that space, the first question they'll ask you is, hey, it's great to see you. Okay. Umetuletea nini? And you're like, nimejileta. I brought myself. Are you guys not happy to see me? Yeah, but come on, you can't just have come all the way and brought us nothing. I mean, like, yeah, but nimejileta. So you realize that the constant search of satisfaction, it is not in you as a person. It is in what you bring with you. So you might actually be as sick as you want. You've heard of stories where people call you and you tell them, I'm not doing well at all. I'm sick. I'm in the hospital. And then, but I'm holding on and probably I'll be okay. I'll be out soon. And then they go ahead and tell you, hey, by the way, in case you have like a 5K there, Maze, I'm down. And you're wondering, between you and I, at least you have a good health. I'm in my hospital bed. You should be coming through for me. At least check on me and say hi. I hope you're holding on too well. And then there's this thing and this story people have come up with. Seraphine is reminding me is Hatupangwingwi. YOLO. Let me connect those two. The YOLO kind of life and Hatupangwingwi. Yeah, Eli, it's my life. I need to live with happiness, and it's me that matters, and nobody else does. Yes, indeed. That is how selfish we've become, because nobody cares about who you are and what you're doing. We only care about what you are giving. Is it not a mirage that relationships have become so? That we are in relationships that people are constantly seeking to suck the life out of you. People are in speed mode to exploit every single sweat within you that will give them comfort. And I want to be very particular on why I'm tackling this. I'm tackling it because I feel we are in that space. A space that government is taking from you. Then there's black tax behind you taking from you. And then there is the people that you believe should be taking care of you, equally squeezing you out and milking you dry. Because nobody cares. There's another guy that doesn't care actually. And I wish I would get my staff around here, but you know what? My floor manager has decided he's taking day off today, so probably save it for the next episode. But tonight, I just want us to talk about nobody giving a damn about you. The other day, a friend of mine called me and told me, Elias, life has been tough in 2021, and next year I feel I need to move around and make life better. And I was asking them, what are you moving away from? They couldn't tell me what they were moving away from. The most common denominator you need to move away from, come 2022, I know you've been told enough times, it's toxic environment. Not because of the poison that is in our atmosphere, but the atmosphere of our well-being that has been polluted by the people around us. There are people you start a conversation with, and by the time you're done, you're like breathing, because you can't stand the toxicity in them. There are people you call and you are wishing you never called, because they keep bickering and complaining about the weather, and then it's the rain, and then it's the government, and then it's the auntie, and then it's the child, and then it's everything else is bad. And this is the kind of person that calls you early in the morning. Don't you think, as we click 2022, we need to recheck the relationships and the kind of people we have around us? It's just a question I'm trying to figure out, because at the end of the day, we all have things that we care about most. We have people that we care about most. But we have equally one individual that we never question how they are doing. The man here. A lot of people are walking zombies. Walking zombies because probably of failed business opportunities, probably because of failed relationships, probably because nothing they ever put on their hand on actually got to work. Question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to pursue the money first? Are you going to pursue the beautiful husband, beautiful wife? Are you going to pursue the handsome young man and hope that they can bring happiness within? Or are you actually going to try and weed out those individuals that constantly inject negative senses into your life? These are questions that we need to talk about. Think about your own happiness. Nurture your soul. Take care of yourself physically, emotionally. And I see the professionally coming here. I don't care about if no one cares. And yes, we pursue professional. But I want us today to have a paradigm shift and look at things differently. Let us pursue making the man here stable. Let us pursue making the man here feel at ease. We have so many people dragging us down, and you are there thinking they're actually helping you out. We have a lot of people, like Seraphine is saying, I wish it was easy not to take care, that no one care. Think that should be my New Year resolution. Okay, I hope I read that correctly, because sometimes my eyes are playing games with me. But let me take that again. I wish it was easy not to care, that no one cares. I think that should be my New Year resolution. I think I cracked it now. So, yes, it is very difficult to come to an understanding and looking at it from that angle, that actually these people care about me. But let me tell you something. If you want to know, nobody cares. We had a year that very, very influential people died in the Kenyan government. Within hours, they were replaced. And then the president made a speech and said there will never be a vacuum. And according to how power works, there can never be a vacuum in power. You could bury your friend today and tomorrow there's somebody else in office. So question is, as we sit here talking to one another, thinking about the best happy holidays, what is your happiness come 2022? Who are you uprooting out of your life? And when we come back, I want to tell you kuhusu kung'oa vitu na mizizi yao. Let's take a break. Welcome back. Nobody cares, and let's fix nobody. In high school, there was a teacher I remember very well. We nicknamed him Professor Mbiti because he loved quoting Professor Mbiti for whatsoever reason. And there's a word he used to use, says, nitakung'oa na mizizi yako, meaning I'll uproot you with your roots. The most difficult part of moving on or moving forward is letting go that which holds you deep on the ground. And some of these things, cutting off the stump doesn't work. Sometimes you need to uproot all the way out. If you're going to fix yourself come 2022, there are things that need to leave you space. There are things that need to be locked and get forgotten. It could be actually that person you think actually cares about you until you discover they care about what you are giving and not necessarily what the two of you are receiving. One-sided relationship has always been the source of a toxic relationship. As human beings, again, I repeat, we are created to have a mutual and at the same time a parasitic kind of relationship. Symbiotic and parasitic, if you want to call it that way. But a lot of people will argue about that point. But let me bring it home. Parasitic because we depend on one another to have some sense of fulfillment. Symbiotic because we need one another to thrive. So the moment you set this straight in your life and with the people that actually do matter, then you're not available for everybody. Because the only problem is we are too much available for everybody, including nonsense, but never available for him or her. Get your peace of mind. Get the satisfaction within. I value my mental health so much, I don't hesitate to cut out anyone that threatens my mental peace. I'll rather choose distance over disrespect, silence over chaos, for I know where I have come from. Thank you so much, Bonnie, for that. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, my punchline for tonight. Choose your mental wellness. Choose you first. Be so mean with the kind of people, rather with the kind of person you are, such that you selectively decide who comes inside your circle. just because they are beautiful, just because they are handsome, just because they are charming, does not give them an express mandate to your inner circle. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Nobody Cares. And I want to see you next week, right here from 9:30 p.m. East African time. And of course, remember to subscribe, share, and of course, give us your feedback on what you think about this program. See you next week, right here on TheArtsinHeart. Until next time.